can tell you that I'll be really surprised if you find another book like this in the market. A practical guidebook. Do a search on Google, do a search on Amazon and see whether you can find a book as this. This book is full of street smart tips. This is a hands-on manual. It's probably not a textbook, but it's a guidebook for a small to mid-sized tourism accommodation business. Wherever in the world you could be, this book would definitely help you. Give me a few minutes of your time and I'll give you 6 reasons why you should read this book or why you should listen to this audiobook called Profitable Hotels and Motels. The first point I make is, do you understand the property structure you're in, and do you understand the type of tourism accommodation business you're involved in? For an example, if you're running a backpackers to a motel, you understand there are key differences. Or are you running a freehold or a freehold lease business or a freehold going concern business, etc.? If you're an entrepreneur, if you're in this tourism accommodation businesses as a leasehold operator or a leasehold manager, whatever the case may be, this book will guide you and help you understand your property structure correctly. It's like understanding what type of car you're driving, whether it's an SUV, whether it has 4-wheel drive or not. Understanding the property structure thoroughly would help you expand and grow your business, and also it will help you if you're getting into the tourism accommodation business. Point number 2, do you understand the 4 pillars of an accommodation business? If you manage these pillars correctly, you'll be able to increase your profitability and you'll be able to manage your risks. If you don't manage these 4 pillars correctly, your building could crumble down. And what are the 4 pillars? The 4 pillars are formed of the number of rooms, the occupancy, the average room rate or the average daily rate, and your cost of operations. And this book will explain you in detail of how to balance these 4 pillars with examples so that you can profit in your small to mid-sized tourism accommodation business. And the point number 3 is a very important topic. It's about understanding financial performance. Being a business broker and being a hotel general manager for many years, I have seen so many people who do not understand financial statements. They run businesses or they're managers who run businesses on other people's behalf, but they do not understand financial statements. If you're running a business, you need to understand financial statements thoroughly, and this book would guide you through that. This will explain how to read and understand a profit and loss, and when you understand something, what do you do? Understanding your balance sheet is so important for risk management and for the growth of your business. All of a sudden you might be sitting in a lot of debt, or you might be having some excess cash. What do you do with it? So having a balance sheet and thoroughly understanding the balance sheet is so important for the sustainment of your tourism accommodation business. And the next point I need to make here in topic number 3 is that, do you understand the performance reports? For an example, do you understand the year-to-date occupancy report, the nationality report, the market segment reports? Do you understand the housekeepers reports? Because all these things contribute to your profit and loss. So topic number 4 will explain to you how the channel managers, the property managers, the revenue managers, the GDS, and the online travel agents, how all of them integrate and what you can do to make more money of your available room. So I think that's a very important topic, because if you can do a few things, for an example, play with dynamic room rates instead of static room rates. Static room rates are of dinosaur age, I would say. But if you can play with dynamic room rates, you can yield more, you can revenue manage more, and at the same cost level, you can make some money. So that's the 4th reason why you should read this book or listen to this book. The 5th reason behind reading or listening to this book is because I explain how to develop a master plan for your business. As a manager, your intention could be to stay for 4 or 5 years, or as an owner, you could have an intention to run the business for 5, 7, 10, 15 years or forever. Whatever the case may be, plans do change every 3 to 5 years. So I guide you on how to make a business master plan so you can become a successful entrepreneur of your tourism accommodation business, or you could be a successful manager. Without a plan, it'll be like the blind leading the blind. So I give you a detailed structure of how to prepare a plan for a tourism accommodation business. And the last reason number 6, is because to manage a property, to own a property, and to be the leader of a tourism accommodation business, it takes a certain amount of discipline. It takes a certain amount of understanding. It takes a certain amount of prioritizing. But all of us get distracted. We try to work in the business than on the business most of the time because we are in a very high demanding or labor intensive industry. So topic number 6 will guide you as a manager on what things you should prioritize and what things you should delegate. I think it's an important lesson for all leaders of tourism accommodation business. Now let me give you the 7th reason as a bonus as to why you should read this book or why you should listen to this audiobook, Profitable Hotels and Motels, a street smart formula. That is because I've been a hotel general manager for 20 years. I've run small, mid-size and large-size tourism accommodation businesses in many parts of the world. I had an international hotel general manager career. And in this book, I've shared the things I have learned by mistake, by making mistakes and being punished for it. I've been a business broker. I've been selling small to mid-size and large-size tourism accommodation businesses like hotels, motels, campervan parks, backpackers, glamping tents, Airbnbs, etc., etc. So I have hands-on experience of how to run them and hands-on experience on what it takes to buy and sell tourism accommodation businesses. I'll leave the links below of how you can buy your copy or listen to the audiobook of Profitable Hotels and Motels. The links are below. Thank you for your time. This is Dylan De Silva signing off and explaining to you the value of reading or listening to this book, Profitable Hotels and Motels. I hope to see you within the contents of my book. Bye for now.